Moving on to the third one, where A is given to be having values 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the elements of A. B is having elements 4, 6, 9. And R is a relation defined from A to B. It is defined as containing pairs x, y, where the modulus, these are the symbols for modulus. When we will define functions, you will understand what modulus function is. But for time being, you can use its definition as, it says modulus of difference of x and y is odd. So when we find x minus y, the difference should come out to be odd. Modulus is taken so that only its magnitude is considered, not the symbol. You can see x minus y can be minus 3 also. So because we are taking modulus, we will be neglecting or ignoring the minus sign and the number comes out to be odd. So keeping this in mind, you have to write the pairs where x minus y and its modulus comes out to be an odd number. So start assigning values to x and y. X will come from set A, y will come from set B. Let us see what all 1 can be paired with so that the modulus of the difference comes out to be odd. If I take 1 with 4, then 1 minus 4 will be minus 3. But because I am taking modulus of that, it will be 3 only. Modulus gives us the positive value of each number, whether it is positive or it is negative. So 1 can be paired with 4, then 1 can be paired with 6 as well, because 1 minus 6 will be minus 7, and if we take its numerical value only, ignore the sign because we are taking modulus, so it will be only 5, which is odd. Then 1 cannot be paired with 9 because the difference will come out to be even. So moving on to 2. 2 cannot be paired with 4 or 6. 2 can be paired with 9 only, because 2 minus 9 will give us, modulus of that will give us 7. So which is odd. Moving on to 3. 3 can be paired with 4 and 3 can be paired with 6. It cannot be paired with 9. In the same way, 5 can be paired with 4 and 5 can be paired with 6. So these are the pairs which we will get in the set R, so that modulus of difference of x and y is odd. Now even in this question, if we have to tell what is the set domain, then the domain will contain numbers 1, 2, 3 and 5. And the range will be containing the number 4, 6 and 9. If you see, in range I am getting the entire set B, which is also codomain. So this is an example where range and codomain will be equal. See the previous one. In the previous one, range and codomain were not equal. Okay. Then moving on to the next one, fourth. You can see this picture where one set P, other set Q is given, and the elements of P are related to Q. So it is mentioned R is a relation from set P to set Q. You have to write R in roster form. That means you have to list the pairs which we will have in the set R. So you can easily see 5 is related to 3. So one of the pair is 5, 3. Then 6 is related to 4. Another pair is 6, 4. Then it is 7, 5. And what about the domain? Domain will be the set of first elements, that is 5, 6 and 7. Range will be the set of second elements of the ordered pairs, that is 3, 4 and 5. Even this is an example where range and codomain are equal. If you see, the set range is containing 3 numbers, which are the only numbers available in the second set. So if codomain is to be defined, it will be same as the range. Then checking for 7th quickly, relation R contains pairs of the kind x and x cube. X is a prime number less than 10. So we'll assign the value to x which is given to us, and then we'll see what x cube is, so that R can be defined in roster forms. So the smallest prime number is 2. Cube of 2 comes out to be 8. Then the next prime number is 3. Cube of this will come out to be 27. The next prime number 5. Cube of which will be 125. Then another prime number can be 7. Cube of which will come out to be 343. We can quickly verify. it will be 49 into 7. Okay, 343 it will be. Next, because we have to take only prime numbers less than 10, so only these many. Fine, students. Okay, look at the next one and see how it can be attempted. In the next one, set A is containing XYZ, set B is containing 1 and 2. So number of elements in A and number of elements in B are given to us. Fine. Now when we look at these, we can easily tell how many elements will be in A cross B. So number of elements in A cross B will be 3 into 2, which is 6. So if 6 number of elements are there, then the number of subsets of A cross B becomes 2 to the power 6. And as we discussed in the previous session, the number of relations from one set to other is same as the total number of subsets it has got. So the number of relations which we can define from A to B will be 2 to the power 6, that is 64. Now children, the last one from the exercise, we have to quickly see what R will be and then write its domain and range. Till now, whatever relations we have written, they were finite sets. But you look at this one, R is a relation defined from integers to integers. So the first set is also of integers, second set is also of integers. R is defined as A containing pairs like A comma B, where A and B both are integers, and A minus B is also an integer. See, we are not writing R in roster form here. The reason being, it will not be a finite set. Okay, because we don't know the smallest integer, we don't know the largest integer. So as far as assigning the values to A and B is concerned, whichever integer, we know their difference will always come out to be an integer. When two integers are subtracted, the difference may be a negative integer, it may be 0, it may be a positive integer, but it will be always an integer. So if we write R in roster form, then every time A is to be replaced by an integer, simultaneously B will also be replaced by an integer, because we know the difference will definitely come out to be an integer. So think of all those pairs. The nature of A will be, that means nature of elements, first elements of the ordered pairs, that will be integers. Okay, because as we have defined domain, it will be set of all first elements of the ordered pair. So A is denoting the first element of the ordered pairs. And what is the nature of A? A is denoting an integer. So the domain of R will be set of integers. In the same way, look at the second elements of the ordered pair, which are denoted by small b, and again B is an integer. So range of R will also be the set of integers. So we don't need to write R in roster form. From the definition of R itself, we can come to know what is the domain and range of the given relation. Both will be the set of integers.